Hey guys, Roast here with everything you could want to know about the gym in Escape from Tarkov. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any guides or fun Tarkov content. In this video, I'll cover how to get the gym, how long it takes to make, what the gym does, and I'll cover a bunch of info on experiments I've run with it, so make sure to stick around to the end for that. Let's get started. If you didn't already know, the gym in Tarkov unlocks a special minigame that lets you raise your strength and endurance skill outside of raids. Let's cover how to build it. Luckily, there are no level requirements, no other hideout upgrade requirements, and no trader rep requirements, so as soon as you have all the materials, you can get your gym. There are 4 stages to getting your gym, and as you complete them, the temporary penalty increases until you fully complete the gym. But with that said, Stage 1 half uncovers a door and requires just a sledgehammer, Fierce Blow sledgehammer specifically, and it'll take 3 hours to construct. Stage 2 fully uncovers the door and requires M scissors and a tool set, and takes 3 hours. Stage 3 tidies up the door, and requires 2 hoses, 1 duct tape, 1 tool set, 1 R pliers, 5 metal parts, 1 Xeno, 2 wires, and 2 light bulbs. And finally, Stage 4, which builds the gym, takes 12 hours and requires a tool set, a hand drill, M scissors, 3 bolts, 3 nuts, 1 small WD-40, and an insulating tape. If you'd like to, at each stage, you can mop the floor with some fleece fabric in order to get rid of the negative effects, but this is only temporary, and each time you upgrade, you will need to mop again. In total, if you just want to go to the fleet and get everything at once, here's your shopping list on screen. In terms of looting everything yourself, most of the items will be found in toolboxes, and the sledgehammer itself is 5x2 and won't typically be in toolboxes. If you are looking for the sledgehammer, look in tool loose spawn locations and make sure your backpack is big enough. So Burkut's, scav backpacks, and larger. Once you have everything, if you were to do all the upgrades as soon as you possibly could, it would take 30 hours to complete. Now that you have a gym built, it's time to get swole. In order to gain strength and endurance skill points, you'll have to enter the hideout, open the door, and walk into the gym. Once you're there, click Begin Workout to start the minigame. It's a series of timing tests where you have to click when the shrinking white outline is inside of the hexagon outline. For each time you succeed, you will gain skill points, and failure can cause an injury. After a few reps, the workout will end. Afterwards, you may notice that your hunger and thirst have decreased dramatically, and in addition to that, you will have a mild muscle soreness debuff. Essentially, you can train twice a day with the gym. The first time you get 100% skill points, and you'll get the mild muscle soreness, and the second time you'll only get 50% skill points, and after that, you'll have severe muscle soreness, which prevents you from gaining any further skill points in the gym for the next 24 hours. Now that you know the gym basics, let's get into some of the experiments I ran. First, I wanted to know, does working out again while you have severe muscle soreness already reset or prolong the 24 hours timer? So the way I checked this was I worked out twice last night, and then this morning I logged on and worked out, and now this evening my severe soreness was gone. So that let me know that even though I worked out again 12 hours into the timer, it didn't reset it, so that's awesome. Second, I wanted to know how many reps there were per set, so I counted a couple times, and it is 15 times, unless you get a fracture. And how do you get a fracture, you might ask? Well, again, did some testing, and I found out that your arm will fracture if you miss the cue entirely. And to double check that, I did a set and missed all 15 in a row, and no fracture occurred. Next, I wanted to know how much energy got spent in a workout, and what inspires the "you are tired" message if you try and work out twice in a row. So I recorded a few sessions, and it turns out you spend 40 energy and thirst each time. And the only delay in between workouts is however long it takes for you to get back to above 65 energy and thirst. So if you worked out, went to your inventory, and ate a Slickers and drank a water, you would be able to immediately work out again. And last but not least, I wanted to figure out the maximum possible skill points and about how many raids that would be worth. So I watched them and calculated. The first curious thing I noticed is that the strength-endurance split isn't always 50-50. It's not strength and then endurance and then strength and then endurance. It's a coin flip every time. It's random. So the most likely outcome is that you get a 50-50 split, but theoretically, you could get just 15 reps for one skill in a session. And since the maximum XP is 0.9 skill points per rep, your maximum skill points in a session is 13.5. And given that I get 3 to 5 points of each skill in a raid, that's kind of like 2 raids of skill points in a fraction of the time. So I think that's neat. It's nothing insane where you're going to instant power level the stuff, but it is useful. Anyways, that's all I've got in the gym for y'all today. I hope this video helps you get it built, and if it did, consider dropping a like or subscribing to the channel. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop those in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, huge thanks to my supporters over on Patreon, and until next time, keep it beefy, boys.
Hello there.